What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 5150 Gringo Garage, and today we're installing a window in a shed. So we're gonna have it go from this to this. Alright guys, first things first, you're gonna need some tools. And what I am gonna be using is this stuff here. I got me a nice level. Got me a little handsaw. Make sure you don't get one that's too big. I have another one, but I had to go buy this one because it's shorter to get in between the studs. Get you a hammer. Get you some screws. I got some 3-inch, some 2.5 or 2-inch tape measure. Some flashing. This is the self-sticking kind. This will go around the window to seal it up. Of course, you got you a drill. Well, this is actually an impact, but I'm using it to screw in my screws. I got my jigsaw here to cut out the hole in the wall, along with my Sawzall. And I also got me another drill with my drill bit. I'll show you how what I'm going to use it for here in a second. And you could use a little piece of 2x4. That's going to help you measure out some things to get those studs in if you want, or you can just measure it. So yeah, first things first, guys. I had to measure out where I wanted the window. Basically, you get you a window. This one cost me about 60 bucks at Lowe's. Hold it up, figure out where you want it, and do some measurements. My wife wanted it square in the middle of this wall right here. So I measured, from this line here over to this one here, and then put a line right down the middle. And then I measured the width of the window and found where the center was. And then I stuck it up here. I got my level. I'll show you. This thing is level. So you can see my line. You can see my pencil line there. So we're right in line and we are level. What I did is I had this window held up just like this, and I traced it out. And so you see the outside line is the flange here, and the inside line is where the actual window will slide into. So I have to cut it out on the inside line. Right there and right there. So I will cut it just a hair bigger than my line. This way it'll slide in nice and easy. We'll have to get through these nails, but nothing the old Sawzall won't handle. One more thing that I want you to note. Let's see if we can get this working. Okay, so I did measure from the top up here, and I drew my line right at 15. Come over here, and it is still right at 15 on the top line, 16 on the bottom, and let's see, 16 on the bottom. So this window should be nice and parallel with this awning. So if it was a little tilted, the level would make the window level, but then if the whole shed's tilted, then it's going to throw that window off. So I made sure I measured so that it's all parallel. So let's go ahead, I'm going to cut this window out. Alright guys, so first things first, I got me my drill with my bit, and that drill bit's going to open this up just enough to stick my Sawzall in. And I can see the stud is right here, so I'm going to have to cut through that stud, and there's another stud here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it right in the middle. Perfect. Now we're going with Sawzall. And remember, safety first. So as you can see, we cut through these studs. Now we can finish cutting this out, and I'm gonna use a jigsaw for this one. So that's done. Now you can see why I wore a face shield. So this is just a rough cut, so it might look a little funky, but that'll all be fixed up with some trim, some caulking, some foam if you need it. So now we got that. Let's see if our window fits the hole. Alright, so right now we can double check with our level, if we gotta adjust it a little bit. So it needs to come up just a smidge. We're pretty level. Now let's go ahead and come in here. As you can see, now we gotta frame it. So what I do is I get this 2x4 here, because this is gonna have to go straight across. As you can see, it's too high. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and, this is where I have my scrap piece of 2x4 I was talking about earlier. This is where I got my scrap 2x4. I'm gonna come in and put this 2x4 up with the window, and I'm gonna measure it right here and put a line. Take a look. So like I said, right up here, draw our line. That's how we know where to cut. Same with the top. Just like that. So this is how we know our 2x4 will run straight across. So now we can take this window back out. So we put our square in line with that. Right in line. Perfect. And we'll do the same to the bottom. Alright, with the power of editing, this should go pretty quick. Get our line in there. Just like that. So I'll go ahead and cut the rest the same way, and it will be right back. Alright guys, so we got all 4 of them cut out. So next we gotta do, we gotta measure from this stud to this stud. And we're at 44 3/8. And then we're at 44 3/8, so that's good. So this is where you gotta purchase you a 2x4, so let's go ahead and cut it. So these will sit across. Just like that. As you can see, it's nice and flush with that window. Let me get gotta get the little drill bit coming. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Like so. Now we gotta do the top. All right, looks good. So these are the two pieces we cut out, and these gotta go back in here. So now we gotta figure out this a little, just gotta cut a smidge off. So we'll go ahead, stick these up. I'll measure it with my pencil here. We'll just cut right through it. Yeah. So from here, I'd like to go ahead and stick my window back in for just a sec. Now we can see where the frame is at. Go right in there, go right in there. We'll get ourselves some more 3-inch screws. Extra stability here. Our corners. And then I'll do the top two. But let's go ahead and pull our window back out for the millionth time. Now that we have this all cut out, now we can do the flashing. So check a look, nice little frame. Remember, this could come out. Make sure you don't go too far out. This way you're able to put your molding around the window and it'll cover it. So go ahead, pop this little doodad off. Start up here, and we're gonna do the outside like this, and then when we get to the top, we're just gonna lay one across the top. Alright guys, so we're gonna stick our window back in. We got the 3 sides done, and we're also gonna seal it with some Dynaflex Ultra exterior caulking, and this is clear. So I'll go ahead and get the corners, and then we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna go around this whole thing. Let's grab our window. Is in. Now we'll go ahead and put all our screws in. Alright, now that our screws are done, it's all caulked. Everything's good. We got one more piece of the stuff here. And this piece I cut out because this is gonna go over the top. right up here. So there we have it. Okay, so it is all sealed up, ready for some trim, which I will do later, but the window is in, and if you want, we'll come back in here just to make that look good. We caulk that, and I am going to caulk right down this bad boy like this, just for some added protection. Alright guys, so we're all finished up. We got our screws up here. We braced it all. It is nice and square. It is level. But yeah, this is it. We got our other one over here. One over here. Let's take a look on the outside. Look how much better that looks with some windows on the shed. Now we got to put some big ones over here. But anyways guys, so Tough Shed built this thing to put windows in. They wanted about $200 to $300 a piece per window to install. I did it myself right now for $60 a piece. This is my first time ever installing windows, like ever. So, and it was super easy. You guys could do it with some tools. Just go out there and, you know, do it yourself, save you some money, and spend the money you save on something nice, you know. And that's why I made this video, because I'm learning, and whatever I learned, I just showed you guys. And hopefully I did it the right way. So anybody who knows how to put windows in, if I did it right, thumbs up. If I did it wrong, comment below and tell me what I did wrong. But I went out there with the level, everything's good, all the gaps are filled. The only other thing that I have, I've seen, is I got this foam here. That was if there was like some cracks around the windows or gaps or something that you need to seal up. But I'm pretty sure this window is not going to leak, and I'm pretty sure that it's going to be perfectly sealed. I got the silicone around it. I got the facing, or whatever you call it, you know, wrapped around. And yeah, so, and then the gaps, so like how I framed it, there's like no gaps in there, just a little bit of caulking sealed that up. So anyways guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.